Already Got It here. I hope you all are doing well today. May this message resonate with you, and may you always use true discernment within every message. May the divine guide you and bring you the truth, the wisdom, and the clarity that is needed for your life, for your journey, and for this moment. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you for your love. Thank you for sending love. And I really, really appreciate your positive energy. Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the message. There is a dream that I had months and months and months ago. And I didn't speak on it. I knew I was going to have to bring it to the channel and speak on it in a message, but I waited to speak on it because I wanted to know what it meant. And it was the same dream that I had. I know you all have heard of me speaking about. There was a message where it had something to do with I was at a party, and it was some girls at a party, and this girl, for some reason, she was taking it was very in and out. So I remember being at this party, and this girl, she was taking girls' underwear that were on their cycles, and it was like almost like she was doing, like, I guess her intention was to do spell work, because I just remember getting mad and trying to fight her. I just remember getting mad and trying to fight her, and I'm like, I just remember asking myself, why, if she wasn't doing anything negative, why did we get to fighting? And I remember her getting the attitude. I just remember in a video, not the video, in the dream, us fighting, and knowing what she was doing in the dream wasn't right. I knew her intentions of getting the underwear wasn't right. And so this dream that I had was the same night that I had this dream that I'm going to tell you about. So because I remember writing it down, but I'm not looking at it in my notebook right now. I still remember it. Although it's still, some of the things are still patchy, I still remember what I wrote down. And basically it has something to do with emerald. So some of you all could wear, that may be your favorite color is emerald. It may you may have like an emerald pendant, you may have like an emerald jewelry. Your birthday could be like a Taurus, that's emerald. You could listen to things like the emerald tablets. You may have it's something to do with emerald. You may have like a emerald stone. It's something to do with emerald. And it was basically in the dream. It has to be it's something about power, because I remember in the dream there was this woman. I know who the woman is, but as I said before, it has something to do with ruling over. I believe what the dream was trying to tell me is it has something to do with ruling over. It has something to do with power. It has something to do with trying to rule over the world or something. It's because the person that I saw that had it, okay, basically there was this stone. There was this emerald stone that had gotten taken, but it had gotten taken from someone who was important. It had gotten taken from someone that was important, and this person was supposed to have it. It's like whomever this person was that originally had this emerald stone, they were supposed to use it in a positive way. But what ended up happening is it was this woman. She ended up taking it, and there was a group of people around her, and I remember her standing in the middle. No. I remember it was like a circle of these people, and she held it up. You know how someone hold up something in the air? It's like she held it up in the air, and it's like when she held it up, it's like she gained some type of powers or whatever. And it's like, someone knows something about that. So that's the only reason why I'm bringing it, because I fully don't know I know what it means, but I know that it fills in a blank of what someone is trying to get an answer to. It's like a solution to something. I know that you may know, what this means, and I was just guided to bring it, to the channel of what, maybe it's a solution to something. So it's basically what I'm saying is, it's like the original person that had this type of emerald, and I believe that emerald had something to do with information, wisdom, truth, and who this person was. The way that they can give it was in a powerful, beautiful way, that can help people. But when it got stolen, when it got taken and got put in the hands of this other person, when it got taken and put in the hands of this other person, they used it for greed. They used it for their ego. They used it to be controlling. They used it for power. And that just may be the answer for something. That may be something that someone already knew. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. I believe that someone, may know what I'm talking about. Maybe it's just a representation of what's going on, what can go on in the world with information as well. Just, certain knowledge, using it for the good or using it for, control. So that information may be significant for someone. I wanted to go ahead and get into I wanted to do a message. I know that I'm doing like the 7-day chakra healing messages, but I really been wanting to do messages as well. I didn't want to mess up the 7-day challenge, flow, but I'm just like, I really wanted to do messages, so I'm just going to find a way to put that like in a playlist. And, can always go back to those and listen to those. But today is the chakras. Today is the day of, speaking about the solar plexus. So, and it may be, this message may have something to do with the solar plexus, because I have, awaken your she-wolf instinct, the primordial force, the wild feminine. So I believe this is speaking of that, that creativity, taking action on that creative endeavor that you may have, taking action on your creative. Wow. As I said, that right now came out. As I shuffle the deck, wow, it says right now. So there may be some creative ideas, some creative adventures that you want to, get into, some creative endeavors, some creative goals that you have, something that you're on the verge of wanting to release. And, the answer is right now. It's here. Maybe you are, just starting whatever this is, and you haven't fully, put it out yet, but you're needing some more answers, and you're needing some more, solutions and ideas for it. I have here the Bear Totem card, and it says retire into your den to find the answers. So, when you meditate, when you sit still, when you ask for divine guidance, those answers, that solution will come. And another way that you can, get this information as well is purification, because I have here purification as well. And it's speaking of, raising your vibration, and it's speaking of, raising your vibration and care for your energy in this time. So, a lot of downloads, a lot of ideas, a lot of creative fire comes from when we're, purified, when our energy is vibrating high, when we're, not in a low vibrational energy. Yes, downloads still come when, no matter what energy you are in, especially if especially when you have, learned who you are. But what I'm speaking of in just this, in this energy of just, when you're able to vibrate higher, when you're able to, cleanse your energy and, care about your energy, more come. There is more information in certain frequencies. And this is what this is, purification card is speaking of, purifying your energy, so that you can raise that your vibration, so you can, go higher, so you can see things clearer as well, and so that you can, really hear, not only discern, but feel, what is true for you when it comes to this creative endeavors. I'm not just speaking to a divine feminine, I'm speaking to a divine masculine as well, creating, being able to create, in whatever area you wanted to create in. And I have here your body's power. So this is speaking on, honoring your temple, and it's also speaking of celebrating your temple. It also, I believe, is speaking on honoring and celebrating your creativeness, honoring, how talented you are, honoring, the different aspects about you that is, that you may find challenging to honor, or or you may be in fear of celebrating. There's some things, there's some habits, there's some beliefs that you may be needing to let go in this time, but this will help you step into your personal power. This will help you step into your personal power, and you're being encouraged right now to, be the master of your destiny, to walk by faith as well. This is courageous. Wow, yeah, this is going exactly. I knew this was going to happen though, and I'm glad I did this message first before I did the solar plexus message. The solar plexus is also like a release as well, so that's why the messages have been sounding like that as well. It's just like, it's like a released energy. But this is, like I was saying, I knew that this message will follow was going to mend with the solar plexus, about, taking action, because with the solar plexus chakra, this chakra is yellow, this speaks of taking action, this speaking of courage, this speaking of empowerment, this speaking of, being confident in what you do, and moving from the sacral chakra with that creativeness that you have, moving in action with it. And so I believe this is why this personal power card is here as well. And we have here gratitude. It says, feel how life showers you with blessings. Give thanks. So you're being reminded to give thanks in this time, especially how far you've come. You may have been in a time where you haven't been really confident. You may have been in a time where you haven't been really feeling, creative, or feeling like you can be motivated or inspired to really just take action. Or maybe this is something that you may be struggling with in this time. In this time, as you purify, as you raise your vibration, continue to meditate and raise your vibration, the answers will come. You will get, you are supported in this time through this cleanse, through this healing, through this time of, believing in yourself. So if you haven't gotten here already of, being confident and being courageous, this is happening for you. You will be, stepping out on faith soon, and having that confidence to take action within the things that you want to take action in, and so, and I really believe this for you. And I have here sisterhood. I spoke of this many of times, initiate a new sister's adventure. So maybe this is something that, someone is wanting to do, is, sisterhood. It has something to do with sisterhood. It has something to do with how you do things in a creative way and who you do it with. And maybe you have a way that you want to do it in a sisterly way, physically, or maybe you have this vision of this being done physically or, energetically, spiritually, with the divine lens. You may see things with the divine lens, so you may know that this may be happening already on an energetic level with many divine feminines, men, and and it's helping everyone, come together in a beautiful way. I have here creative fire. It says reveal your creative talent for an inspired life. You're limitless. This is a reminder of how limitless you are, and take action. Taking action, as I was speaking of right now. Taking action right now. Believing in yourself right now. Continue to go within in this time. You've been getting signs as well. Paying attention to the signs and asking for discernment in this time right now can help you as well with your creative fire. But yes, this is the time of just, vibrating high so that you can see things clearer, and so that you can see things clearer on your path, so that you can continue that path as well. Yes, for some, in order for you to purify, in order for you to see these things, there's some things that you're being guided to let go. Maybe it's control. Maybe you're being guided right now to let go of control as well. So for some, it's people, places, and things that you may be needing to let go so that you can vibrate high. For others, it may be control. For others, it may be lack, thinking that you can't do it. Or this is something you are doing. This is something you're believing in this time right now. And this is courageous. You're learning how limitless you are. Or if not, you're being guided to know how courageous you are and how limitless you are. And also another message is through your courage, you will be learning that you are limitless. As you do what it is needing right now and let go of what is needing to be let go. Through your courage, you will be learning how limitless you are. You're also being guided to remember self-love, to continue to love on yourself. Maybe this is something that you are also working, healing as well. That inner child. You may be healing yourself in this time. You may be learning more about, self-love. You may be guided right now. You may be in this time of forgiving yourself as well. A lot of truths may be coming out in this time as well. And you're learning how to forgive yourself. There also may be some things that you may see in this time where, it's a lot of truths that is being revealed to you about people, places, and things. And you're not only, being guided to have self-forgiveness, but also to forgive them as well. And with this letting go card here, maybe it was something for this is kind of off, but also for someone, there's a lot of truths that you may be learning about yourself when it comes to the ego. You may have learned that a lot of things that you were doing was out of ego. Even when you may have felt as though it wasn't out of ego, you may be learning right now that a lot of things that you were doing was out of ego. And, a lot of truths that you've been getting about yourself is, there's a lot of spiritual truths that you've been getting. And you're learning that because you were acting out of the ego, you were only seeing things in the physical sense and not in the spiritual sense. But since now you are realizing that you are moving in an egoic way, in a controlling way, and now that you're learning how to strip that away, how to not just strip it away, but let go and surrender. You're learning that you didn't see things in a spiritual sense. You're learning that you're learning that spiritually you are enclosed. And now this is what's being activated in this time. And you're also learning, to love yourself regardless of regardless of that energy, regardless of that phase of your life. You're seeing a lot of truth. Wow. With the right action card here. Yep. Everything that wants to go, and everything that wants to come. Yes, because you're seeing things through a spiritual energy now. You're seeing things through a spiritual energy now. You're not only seeing things in a physical sense. See, there's physical, there's mental, there's emotional, and there's spiritual. Did I say that right? Physical, spiritual, mental, emotional. Yes. And this is something that you are learning as well. Learning to have more self-love, and this is the right action. You're allowing yourself to change. A lot of people may see you as changing as well. They may not like this change, and this is why they may be, this is why a lot of people may be, being removed, or you may be removing them, or naturally this is happening. Naturally it's happening. It's not even a force. It's just naturally happening. You're learning that you are enough. You're learning that you are enough. Yeah, this has something to do with, something that you were trying to control, or maybe there were, people that, that you may have had around you that, may have only been around you because of what you can do for them. And you're learning that. And there may be, this may have been something you may have known deep down, but you may have, you may just have, ignored it. You may have just ignored it. But as you're activating and awakening that truth within about, just who you are, and letting go of controlling that ego, you're seeing things on a spiritual level now. There may have been, someone around you that was probably already in this energy trying to tell you this, and you may just could not see it then. This is and not only this is may not what someone, was just trying to tell you, but this is how they were moving around you. You may have thought that this person, because this person moved in a spiritual way and not just physically, they didn't see you. So you may have questioned this person of who they were, or for some, you were this spiritual person that was telling, that was letting someone know that they were acting out of an egoic way, or you saw that they were acting out of an egoic way and you distanced yourself from them. For others, you were probably the person that were, in an energy of, in an energy of your life where, you're wanting everything to be in control. You were wanting to be in control of everything, and you weren't seeing, things in a spiritual eye, in a spiritual sense. And, this is something that you're seeing now. And there could have been someone around you, that you've questioned. You probably had questioned this person of, this person probably didn't do things the way that others did around you. So let's say there were others that were around you that did, that may have shown love in a way, and you thought this way was true. You thought that this way was the way of, what love was. But you later on learned that these people were showing you love because of what you were doing for them, not just for the person that you are. And the person that was trying to tell you this or show you this, you questioned them, but now you're finding out that this person that end up telling you this stuff and distancing themselves from you, is they were trying to tell you this all along, is that despite what you do for them, they love you regardless. And and they were also probably trying to tell you about the people that were around you that was doing this as well, maybe in another sense, but you couldn't feel it, or you couldn't sense it, because you're still seeing things in the 3D and not in the spiritual sense. I hope that's making sense for some. So you wasn't seeing things in a spiritual way, but the person that that was trying to tell you this could, but they probably couldn't communicate it in a true way. So now you probably see that. So now you're probably seeing like those who that you just may have recently removed. You're learning that they were only loving you with conditions, what you can do for them. But the person that was trying to speak to you, that was trying to be there for you in a spiritual way, they saw you through an unconditional love. They spoke to you. Also, I'm also getting they spoke to you more spiritually than others as well. And a lot of things that they've said in the past is now clicking for you as well. A lot of spiritual wisdom that they were giving you is now clicking. I'm getting that energy heavy. It's like it's clicking now. And for those who were given like the spiritual wisdom, if you don't think that this isn't clicking for them, this energy, it is. It's finally, they're finally at that part of their life where they're seeing this. They're doing a lot of energetic clearing as well. And they're learning to have an outrageous opening in this time, or you may be guided to energetic clear and have an outrageous openness in this time, and to trust in that inner power as you get through this, because maybe this is I've spoken of this before. This may be causing some growing pains, because you're changing. You've changed, and you're learning that despite of what you can give and what you can do, you are enough. Because I have here self-love, change, and being enough. You're learning that maybe you didn't really, see your self-worth. You only saw yourself of what you can do for others, which this is a beautiful energy. This is a beautiful energy. But you're learning that, you're learning other truths about you. And you're changing, and you're learning that you are enough. This may be heavy energy on you, and this is probably why I have here purification and energetic clearing here twice. Well, not twice, but I have here purification, I have here energetic clearing. And energetic clearing is basically speaking on the same thing of, raising your vibrations, detaching from, people, places, and things, and, illusions and fear and, different attachments. There's so much truth that you're going to be learning. There's also, and you're also being guided right now to have gratitude, for this as well, because this is going to be helping you in this time. This gratitude will be helping you, move forward. And what I mean by that is, there's a lot of things that I learned about people, places, and things along my journey that, I wanted to stay in an energy of, well, I didn't want to, But there was a energy of anger that was there for quite a bit. And I was focusing on forgiving myself, forgiving them. And what I had to learn to do also is be grateful, be thankful for being in this energy where I'm able to see people for who they really are. Not only see people for what they really are, but seeing things. A lot of the things that I seen really helped me to dig within. There was a lot of questions I had to ask myself for why I felt this way, or why I let this person do this, or why these emotions are doing this. It's a lot of things I had to ask myself. I was changing. I remember doing a lot of changing for someone that I really cared about. And I was so angry about that they couldn't see that. And so I was really, really angry about that. Like, I'm doing all this changing and this person don't see it. But all in all, I had to continue to let go. And not only let go, but be grateful for overall. What I had to do is let go and be grateful for how far I've come, and to understand that change, I may have been changing for the wrong reasons, but that change was necessary because it helped build me. Like, so all the inadequacy that I got from that person, I had to learn, that self-love for myself. I had to learn you don't change for no one else. You change because this is something that is really pure. This is something that you really want to do. This is something that you really that is needed. And really, basically, I learned that this person was really the catalyst to my healing. They were the catalyst to my healing, and it was much needed. It was that part of my life was much needed, and so I end up turning it on me. Once I realized that the person that I was trying to change for wasn't recognizing or wasn't seeing that I was continuing to create illusions, I let that go. And it was challenging. It was really challenging. And maybe this is something that you're doing as well, or have done. And wow, this is maybe why this self-love card is here, this change card here, being enough is here, and it says make it God's. Wow. So this may have caused some unworthiness within you as well, and some undeserving energy within you as well, because I know that that's what it did for me. But what it continued to do was make me ask myself why. I kept asking myself, okay, why is this making me feel unworthy? You learn that this is making me feel unworthy. This is making me feel insecure. This person not paying attention. This person not seeing that I'm trying to grow. I'm changing for them. They don't see this. So this make you feel all of those effects. But when you really want the healing, you start asking yourself, okay, why am I feeling this way? What is this trying to tell me? And so what it was trying to tell me is that I needed to have more self-love. I needed to have more, I needed to know that I was worthy, of love. I was worthy of being, just being seen, being heard, being, I was worthy of that, and I did. And it was also a reminder that even if I changed, whether I changed or not, I still was worthy. And that, everything, wasn't me as well. I had to learn that along the way as well, that everything wasn't me. I thought I was going through also a guilty time in my life as well. Shame, guilt. But I had to learn just many things, but I still held myself accountable in all aspects, And so maybe this is something you're doing, and you're being reminded right now that you are enough. I know that was a long little, thing, but little message, but I believe that it's going to get to whomever it is needed to get to. So right now, you may be guided right now to let go. Through your courage, you'll learn how limitless you are. You're going to be also having an outrageous openness in this time, clearing out a lot of energy. This is the right action. And you'll be given the power. You'll be given that inner power, that inner truth, and the courage to, do whatever is needed to get done in your life, whether it's getting to the next level, whether it's getting through your healing journey, whether it's getting, doing something when it comes to your creativity. Maybe you're going to be, doing something where you're going to create something that is going to speak about your journey, that is going to show, maybe you're going to do something creative that is going to, be about, the journey that you experience. And this is going to, inspire others as well, that went through this as well. So I really believe that this is a beautiful message. Sending you so much love and light. May you get it through the wind. Thank you.